This is my problem with Stephen A. Smith and many of the black broadcasters that constantly want to turn black men into victims rather than warriors, rather than competitors, rather than opportunity seekers. Everything is about we're being set up for failure. Don't you know they put guns in the black community? We see nothing as glass half filled. We see nothing as an opportunity for greatness. This is my huge, huge problem with Stephen A. Smith and his fraudulence. And so here we are 40 years later, and Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, silver spoon in his mouth his whole career, his whole life. Oh, he's being set up by getting to play against the first team. There is no athlete, no legitimate athlete in his right mind who sees, hey, I get to go play with the first team. I'm going to show these guys. There's no athlete that says, oh, yeah, I'm a victim. I'm being set up here. You're being set up for success. You're being given an opportunity. This is an incredible opportunity for Shedeur Sanders tonight, and you have idiots like Stephen A. Are you being set up for failure, or are you being given an opportunity?
Greatest opportunity in the world.
Why are we feminizing black men in this way? This victim Olympics that we're trying to enter black men into, we're destroying them. Those of you born here in America, you have an awesome opportunity every day to improve your life, to take advantage of the opportunities that America presents. But instead, you wake up every day looking for an excuse, looking for a way to frame opportunity as victimhood and some sort of setup, some sort of conspiracy against you. And when Deion Sanders and his son and the people supporting Deion Sanders and his son, when they can't see what they're doing to Shedeur, what they're doing to black men, handing them the wrong mindset and an excuse, an out for failure. Shedeur Sanders tonight, and you have idiots like Stephen A. Smith who pretend to be like they're some sort of athlete, they actually understand sports, and then you have people, Louis Riddick, who actually played in the NFL. They're all falling under the spell of Deion Sanders, who wants to make excuses for his boy. And that's what this is coming from. These guys on the phone with Deion, or Deion text messaging them, yeah, he's being set up. This is all about lowering the bar for Shedeur. If he plays poorly, Stephen A. and everybody gets to go on, well, what did you expect? He didn't get any first team reps. Are you kidding me? TJ, and don't spend long on this, but I mean, TJ, you were an undrafted person into the NFL. Would there ever have been a thought, hey, you get to go play with the first team and you have an all training camp, Tom Brady's going to be throwing you the ball tonight? Is it, oh, that's unfair. Are you being set up for failure, or are you being given an opportunity?
Greatest opportunity in the world.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry for going here, but it's just where I'm going just naturally. For the first 2 years that I played college football at Ball State, I was a nightmare for my offensive line coach. I was a nightmare for the program. I was like our top recruit. And I came in out of shape and with a bad attitude. I spent the whole summer drinking and celebrating that I got a football scholarship and was going to college. I wasn't in the right mindset. And for 2 years, the coaches held it against me. They had high expectations for me, and I took a dump all over it and ruined my reputation. And then in my third year, a guy named Vinny Constable quits the team. He was an offensive lineman ahead of me on the depth chart. And Lawrence Cooley, as I'm walking out, this is back when football was football and you could do two-a-days. And as I'm walking off the field after our morning practice, where in my third year, despite being better than most of the guys playing in front of me, I was on the scout team once again because of my attitude and because of what I had done to my reputation. Lawrence Cooley taps me on the shoulder and says, "Hey, man, I need to talk to you. Vinny Constable quit. We got a scrimmage in our second practice. You're going to be our quick tackle in the scrimmage." And I had to play against a guy by the name of Troy Schultz. Troy Schultz was headed for the NFL. He's a defensive lineman, headed for the NFL if he hadn't injured his knee. He was arguably our best defensive player before his knee injury, arguably the best defensive lineman in the Mid-American Conference. And that's who I had to play against. So let's say practice ends at 10:30 a.m. Lawrence Cooley taps me on the shoulder, and at 3:30 p.m. later that day, I was going to have to play against Troy Schultz. I'm being set up for failure. It was an opportunity. And Troy, don't get upset with me, but Troy knows this is true. I handled him. And didn't dominate him, but, played Troy Schultz to a draw throughout that entire scrimmage. And that night, Paul Shedeur, shocked because Paul Shedeur hated me, and rightfully so, because I had been a disappointment for the first 2 years, wrong attitude or whatever. But that night in the meeting, it's like, holy cow. Whitlock stepped up. And this is where you gotta be ready. Whenever you get your chance, you gotta be ready. And Paul Shedeur was so relieved because he was so concerned about our offensive line and offensive line depth. It was like, holy cow, Whitlock stepped up. Man, this man went toe-to-toe with Troy Schultz. Unbelievable. Changed the whole narrative about me. And the next 2 years, I was a starter contributor to the Ball State football program. Changed the whole, it was an opportunity. Why are we feminizing black men in this way? That this victim Olympics that we're trying to enter black men into, we're destroying them. Shedeur Sanders has an awesome opportunity tonight. Those of you born here in America, you have an awesome opportunity every day to improve your life, to take advantage of the opportunities that America presents. But instead, you wake up every day looking for an excuse, looking for a way to frame opportunity as victimhood.